Greetings, sports fans. It's George with Custom Tied Flies and Guide Service, and we're going to be building a CT version of Tim Flagler's pink Chubby Chernobyl. I have a client in New Jersey who specially requested this, so this is what it looks like when it's done. Of course, the ingredients will be in the description, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'll walk you through the materials as we go. This is a Daiichi 1720 in size 8. You can also use a Mustad 9672. It's basically it's a 2x long nymph hook, streamer hook. I'm using Danville Flymaster in pink. So we're going to build us a thread base here. And we're going to come up. You see where the thread is, just a little bit back behind the shank. I'm going to see if I can't put a little more light on this without drowning it. So next up is the little tail. So I'm using Hairline's Krystal Flash. This is KF30. It's bonefish pink. You're going to get 2 of these. Line them up. Sometimes they don't want to cooperate, you know, it's plastic and all. Snip them in half. All right, then find the middle. And then that goes right on top. And there you go. I'm not going to trim that until I get the foam on. Now the foam, I trimmed these at a little better than 1 inch and a quarter. And then I put a little point on the end. And the width is the width of the gap. Okay, so I'm just going to put that on there, and I want the back part to hang out about a gap width. I'm going to take a couple of turns and get that on there nice and secure. That's not long enough. There we go. Take a couple in front of that just to lock everything down. All right. Excuse me. Next up is Polypro yarn. Here I'm using Hairline's McFly-On in white. And I trimmed these at about 1 3/4 inches for the back, and then about twice that for the front, because you're getting 2. So take 2 wraps there, then fold that over, and then take 2 more. Now here you can trim that tail to the length that a foam is sticking out the back. Okay, next is the legs, and I'm using Nature Spirit fluorescent pink and black barred Sili legs. So you got your Sili legs, and I'm just going to snip one of these. I'm going to snip that in half. And in half again. I'm going to lay one of them off to the side. I'm going to find the middle. And then this one goes on this side. And the other one goes on the other side. Get your legs straight. Take one more securing wrap. And then I'm going to paint this with a little head cement on the top and bottom. Now comes your dubbing. Now, Tim's pattern calls for ice dub. I didn't have any ice dub, so I'm using. I made some ice dub looking stuff. It's pink Hendrickson beaver, and then I put some pink Spectra dubbing in it, and I put it in my coffee mill and blended it up. Oh, this takes a lot of dubbing. The whole fly does. Are you just going to twist that on there? Get you a rope about 2 inches long. And then that goes, I'm going to push that up. There we go. That goes across the top in between the legs. I'm going to make sure you don't catch the leg, which I just did there. There we go. Across the top in between the legs. Again. I'm going to get 2 or 3 turns here, because this dubbing is separating your legs for you. There you go. Get one more. All right, now I'm going to pull this back. And there we go. All right, now you're going to get a longer rope, 6 or 9 inches, and you're going to build a body. It's kind of a beefy body. Come on, get on there. There we go. And notice that when I put this dubbing on, I'm not putting it on in big clumps, just little wisp. And you spread it out between your index finger and your thumb, and then twist it on. Okay? I'm not using dubbing wax. All right. Now this is going to be too long for me to take wraps and be in control, so I'm going to try to use my, there we go. And I want to match that up. There we go. Now I'm going to bring this forward all the way up to my stop point, which is about an eye width or a little less behind. And then I'm going to bring it back. You don't have to do it this way, of course. You know, you can build the body up as you move forward. It just seems to me I get a better body if I do this. I don't know if you use more or less dubbing in this process. Couldn't really tell you. I like this. I like the look of this body as opposed to the other body. And you're just gonna keep covering. And then you're just gonna fill in the holes. Remember, it's easier to put it on than it is to take it off, so don't get too carried away. While you're coming forward, filling in the holes. A little more there, just a hair, just a little bit more. I don't like that. See that little knot right there? I don't like that. So I'm going to take time and spread it out so it's not there. See how I blended that in? Now I don't have a knot there. There we go. All right, now I'm going to bring my foam forward and I'm going to see where I need to trim this part here. I'm going to turn that upside down. I'm going to trim it off at about what the tail was. And then I'm going to kind of round that. There we go. There's your head. All right. Now we're ready for the next one, the next Polypro. You're going to match that up with the back. See that? Then just fold it back forward. trim that off. Now some of these Polypros are kind of twisted together, so you got to make sure you got those twisted knots out. All right, so you're going to put that on the top. Make sure it's centered in there good. Take 2 wraps, fold it back, take 2 wraps. All right, and then you're going to have some long nose scissors, and you're going to cut that off at an angle. There you go. See how that kind of blends together there? Okay, it's going to do that once you fish it. All right, and again, the legs, you have one left over from the last one you did. So trim that. Find the middle, put that one on. Find the middle, put that one on. You want to make sure that you don't mess your far side legs up, which I just did, I fixed. Yeah, I messed them up, so I'm going to have to. It's okay to take it off and retool. If it doesn't come out right, don't just glaze over it, go back and fix it. There we go. Okay. And we're going to take another jolt of head cement here. I mean, you don't want to, a whole lot, because you're going to cover it up with dubbing anyway. So you don't want a whole lot, just something to get in there and kind of keep those threads from coming loose. And then back to your dubbing. This is just a cover. So, 1.5 inches or 2 inches. Pull these back, this back set of legs back. There we go. I'll just pull that back. Take a couple turns. Get a whip in there. Paint the bottom with some UV resin. Paint the top with some UV resin. Hit it with your light. You see how a lot of that stuff glows? And there you have it. CT's version of Tim Flagler's Chubby Chernobyl in pink. I hope this tutorial was good, helpful for you. Please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And you can find this and other cool bugs on my website at www.custom-tide.com. That's CUSTOM-TIED.com. Have a splash. Don't forget the dash. Happy tying.